Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight is, and I hope you're taking good care of yourself, loving yourself. Are you being kind to yourself? It's so important. And make sure, like I mentioned in a lot of my videos, is to make sure you drink plenty of water, and not only to be kind to yourself, but be kind to other people, because you never know what other people are going through. So anyway, I do love you. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And you could find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. Plus, you could give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to be that change in the world, not just see it, but be it. And also you can, don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos. And you can also leave me a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can share my videos. I give you my permission to share any of my videos. Plus, don't forget to check out my playlist. And you can find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So here we go. And this is a new topic, and I did kind of put a little bit of this in the video that I made yesterday about, do we have all the time in the world? And the answer is no. So anyway, today, this is a beautiful place. Starlight landed her UFO somewhere nearby, and here we are. Look how beautiful it is. It's nice and shady. There's lots of people, of course not right here, right now, but there's lots of people out here. I just wanted to kind of show you what it's like, and it's great because it's shady out here, and that way Starlight doesn't get dehydrated, and I do have plenty of water with me today. Yay! And I have to say thank you to my daughter for helping me out. She has been really loving and supporting her mom. Thank you, my little angel out there. I have two angels, but I say they're angels because, the universe, God, put them in my life at a time that I needed them the most. And they really did. They came in my life, and I don't care what people think, as far as me having two kids by two different dads. And everything happens, it was meant to be, is the way I look at it. And everything, there's no accidents here, and there's no coincidence, so it's exactly the way God, designed everything to be. And anyway, this video here, and this might be a tough topic for some of you, but not all of you, and I did put a little bit of this into my video from yesterday. So what this video is about is, it's not about everything that you want. It's the question mark is, what do you need? And I know I get messages from the universe with my numbers or maybe symbols. And so the universe, through the archangels, speaks to Starlight and gives her information and lets her know what, how's Starlight doing? And so throughout this time, I get when I drive or when I go here and there, the archangels will put some numbers on my travels, and then I write them down when I see repeated numbers or numbers that stand out. Sometimes it might be overwhelming to see how many numbers, I might get, but that's okay, because, I'm going to take the time out. And the numbers that you see even more often are, the numbers that are really more important to, I don't know, am I supposed to say more important? They're important because that means they're trying to really get your attention on those repeated numbers when you definitely see them over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And that happens to me. So those are the ones that I normally look up first. I'm like, wow, I've seen this number over and over and over and over. So I really want to know what that number means. So it's beautiful messages that I get. You know, it helps me to work on things that I need to work on. It helps me to see things that I got to let go. It helps me to know when there's going to be changes coming in my life, or, you know, where I'm going to be blessed with abundance, you know, and different things like that. It will let me know when I need to protect my boundaries, you know, like to put my guard up around, depending on where I am and what I'm doing. And I never know where I'm going to be next. So, like today, I'm just being led by the universe, by the archangels, by God, you know, and to go where the universe guides me. So, whoops, I got us out a little bit. So, like I was saying, is that the universe gives me numbers through the archangels, and, you know, so the angels gives me numbers and they let me know what you guys might think of Starlight. So it's so important that if you haven't noticed these numbers in your life right now, is to really pay attention to repeated numbers or numbers that stand out. And I've been getting these numbers since 2016. And in the beginning, it is rough to understand how it all works. But, you know, and when I say in the beginning, it takes years to understand these numbers. And then to understand the messages that you're getting. And so it can be at times where you're not clear. And if that happens to you with these numbers, is that you can always ask for clarity, you know, but you got to ask the archangels for help, and they will help you. Archangel Gabriel is the angel that you want to ask, or I always say angels of light also, that way, because there's a lot of angels out there, you know. So if I need clarity, then I'm going to ask for clarity, and I'm going to say, I am confused right now. What is it that I'm supposed to do? You know, like, can you clarify? You know, so I'm going to re-ask the whole, whatever it is, you know, whatever, maybe you think somebody is meant for you in your life. You know, maybe you're eyeballing a guy or a girl and you're not sure, is this the person for me? Or, you know, is this a person that's just, you know, going to be, you know, I'm going to just see and then let go of and go on my merry way, because that happens. You know, maybe you're looking for your twin flame. Maybe you're searching for your soulmate. I don't know what you're looking for. You know, so if you're not really sure, maybe you met somebody already. Maybe you already have somebody in your life, you know. But I know I'm getting a little off track on this video. Is I just wanted to explain to these numbers how it can be complicated in the beginning, learning about how these numbers play a role in your life. So don't doubt the numbers. I'm telling you, it is real. I've been doing this for years, and I'm getting better at it. I'm understanding things more, you know. So it is so important to receive those numbers and, you know, take the time out to check what the numbers mean. And, you know, not only to check out what they mean, but, you know, when something, you know, when the messages resonate to you, sometimes you might have to watch a few videos on the same number. That way you get the correct, you know, information that resonates with you. When something speaks to you, those are things you gotta really work on. And if you don't work on those things that the numbers give you, then it could be, you could be missing out on opportunities. You know, you might have missed out on your twin flame or a soulmate that could have been there to help you out through this time. You know, a door could have been open, but now you didn't, you know, you didn't check the number out, and now the door is closed, you know. So it is really important to do that work that you're supposed to do in order to be able to go smoother on your journey. But that's not really the topic today. I just wanted to let you know is that the universe gives me information. And so today, what I want to talk to you about, it's, you know, like I said yesterday, it's not always about what you want. It's what do you need, you know? What are the things that you need? And like I was saying in the video yesterday real quick, is some people, you know, because I get messages the universe tells on you. You know, the universe tells me that some people get upset because, you know, I give you a message in my videos and, you know, and you might get offended. It could hurt you. You know, you might get all upset with Starlight because, you know, I said something and it affected you in a way that you didn't like. But that's the shadow work. Nobody wants to do the shadow work, but Starlight does. I do want to do that work. You know, I get messages. The universe tells me what I need to work on. And I'm like, you know, when I get that information, yeah, I get like, I can cry. I can, you know, like, this just happened the other day where, you know, I could cry about it, but it's a release. It's actually a healthy thing. It's not a bad thing because I know the universe, God, only wants the best in my life. And that's exactly how I am here. So, you know, there's times, all the time, I'm going to tell you things that you need to hear, not so much what you always want to hear. So that's the part of doing the inner work inside of you, is to do that work inside, the shadow work. And the shadow work is hard to do because that means you got to face your shadow side and work on those things that we all have. Nobody has arrived. All of us have a shadow side to us. You know, you might be envious of people. You might be upset to see that somebody's doing something good in their life where maybe right now you're not. Maybe you know, you haven't done the work to get there yet. And maybe instead of realizing, hey, I got to do that work, that's why I'm not where I want to be. Instead, you know, people get upset with the person, you know, because they see that they're doing that work and that's where they really want to be in their life. But they're not doing the work. And so then it's a horrible cycle because what ends up happening is that they can get upset and angry at somebody else because of what they say and what they're doing, but that's not going to fix the problem that you got to face. So it's so important not to get envious of other people when you see that they're doing the work inside of them and you see that they're growing, you see this and you know, you notice all these things. So don't get upset with the person or don't shoot the messenger, you know, and this has happened many times in life. You know, I do have to say when I was watching my mentor a lot, wow, boy, did he show me some things, you know, and it's not always easy and it was never meant to always be easy either. Man, I can't imagine that this is just a small little area here. I hope not. But I'm going to go around in a circle anyway. Because otherwise the parking lot is here. I've never been here before. So on my YouTube channel, I'm going to tell you things that you need to hear. And not everything that I put on my videos are for everyone. You're going to resonate to the things that you need in your life. And you have a choice whether to accept those things in your life or not, or to reject it. And if you reject something that you need, then you're going to be missing out. And because, like I said earlier, nobody really wants to face their shadow side. We want to, you know, because depending on how you were brought up, how you were raised, you know, here we go, we got a little spot here. How did your mom and dad bring you up? Did they always just tell you everything you wanted to hear? Or did they tell you some stuff that you wanted to hear, and then maybe they told you other things that you didn't want to hear? So, like I said before, is when you have your children, don't just tell them everything that they want to hear, but they need to hear what they need to hear. You know, they need to hear some stuff. You need to have that balance of both, is that, hey, you're doing good in these areas, but here, you know, your bedroom, you know, you're doing good on your schoolwork, but your bedroom needs some work. You know, you need to work on your keeping your bedroom clean. You know, you need work on, you know, doing better as far as, you know, like taking good care of themselves. They need to learn about self-love. They need to learn about those things. They need that, and we do too. You know, so if you're not taking care of yourself in those ways, self-love and, you know, ignoring, you know, like neglecting your needs, you know, this is where we need people in our life to help us out, so then we can learn to love ourselves and not to neglect ourselves, but to take time. And there's times that we got to let go of people. We got to not, you know, like, it's not good to be distracted where we don't have the time to do that inner work in us, you know, because you got an inner child inside of all of us. Have an inner child. Some of us, like Starlight, has more than one inner child. You know, and that inner child inside of you needs love. It needs a break. That inner child needs a time to go out and play and have some fun. You know, I just recently went to a splash pad park, and it's for kids. But guess what? Starlight was out there with a butterfly bikini. That was my way of actually freshening up for the night. Is I didn't care what any of the adults thought. No, I was hot. I had my shampoo with me in the, you know, in my bag, and I had all, you know, my shampoo, my body wash, and all that. And did anybody kick me out of the park? No. I actually had fun. I ran around goofy as, like, just like one of the kids, and ran around playing in all the, you know, the splash pad park in the area where I was. I had fun. You know, I had fun. It felt good just to run around like a crazy little child and splash, you know, like get wet under all these things that, you know, like throw water out. And you know what? The kids loved it. They loved seeing Starlight out there with her butterfly bikini and running around. And, you know, I got to see a lot of smiling faces. I actually had a little boy running around following me. It was so cute. And it really made my day. I needed that. So, you know, stop trying to grow up so quick. You know, like, we need to have that child side, you know, that just be a kid, you know, be responsible, but be, you know, like, have fun. Your inner child inside needs that. You know, it needs to go out and just forget about what the adults think, you know. And really, I did this at a different park before, and, you know, the parents didn't mind one bit. I was out there. You know, all they wanted to know is to make sure their kids were safe, and they knew I wasn't doing anything with their kids. I just was out there being a kid myself. Well, anyway, so I'm not saying sorry for making the videos that I make. Not at all, because I love you all so much that I do. I stick my neck out on the line for you, and it's not an easy task, believe me, saying stuff that you're not going to want to hear, but that you need to hear. My mentor did this many times, you know, and what happened is that, you know, he did show me my shadow side, yeah. And, you know, there's times that, you know, here I might have been writing to him every day, and then it's like I found myself, I needed a break. I took some days off from writing to him because I wanted to keep my heart right with him, because, you know, I was kind of examining what just happened to me, why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And I needed that time, alone time. I didn't want to say anything to ruin the relationship I had with him, you know, because I did. I knew he was reading my my messages and, you know, making videos to help me, not just to help me, but help millions of other people. So I didn't want to say the wrong thing. So I said, you know what? I really need to take a break from this right now. I was upset, and is that I was upset with him because it hurts. It really does. It hurts when somebody's like, they actually are a mirror to you, and they show you things about you that you deep down and know that you needed, you know. So yeah, you might need some time off from that person for a little bit, just to, you know, to get your mind and heart back to normal and realize, you know what? I didn't like the message. But after a few days, I started doing that inner work inside my heart space. And yeah, it was painful what Starlight said. Yeah, it was painful what my mentor said. But you know what? In a couple of days, I realized, you know what? I really actually needed that message. I really did. That was something that I needed to deal with. I needed to face that problem in my life because I realized by me not facing that problem that my mentor brought up is that that was blocking other things from flowing in my life. And you don't want that. You want things to naturally flow into your life. So that's why it's so important to do the inner work inside of you. This is what I mean, is when you really, you think I'm doing really great. And then somebody's like, poof, and then it does. It messes us up. And you could get crying, get upset. You might even hate the person at the moment and saying, F you, who are you to tell me? Believe me, I've had my days. I've had other people triggered me in different ways, and but then when you get real with yourself and you look at yourself and like, no matter where it comes from, because God can use anybody. God can use your friends, your family, strangers. It doesn't matter. God's not picky of who God's going to use to give you the message that you really need to hear. So it is important to understand the message and understand, where it's coming from. It's not really coming from Starlight. God's using me as a tool to help you out. And am I perfect? Absolutely not. So anyway, it's not always what you want to hear. It's what you need to hear. And we all have areas that, we need help in and we need to grow. That way we become that change that we want to see in the world. So anyway, I love you so much. I really do. I think of you all the time. In the nighttime, I'm like, universe, like how can I be of more of a service to all of you? Because I do. I really want you to be that change that you want to see in the world. Be your greatest version that you can be, because not only you need it, the kids for the future needs it. We need to change so then they can experience a better life for them and for their families. So I do love you so much. This is Starlight. You could give this video a thumbs up. You can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. And I got to get my little dinger bell. I have a little fanny pack. What a funny. Don't forget the notification bell. That way you do not miss any videos. Plus, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also check out my playlist. Plus, you can also follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love you. I don't care what you look like. I don't care about what your background is like. I love you for just how you are. And anyway, this is Starlight. I love you so much. I tell you, I do. I love you so much. This is Starlight, love, light, and